My name is Carrie. I'm an owner-manager. I give Acuity Scheduling 5 stars. For more reviews, click below. Before using Acuity, I was using Calendly, and I switched from Calendly to Acuity because Calendly does not allow you to double book appointments. And as a person who is scheduling classes as my schedule, I need to be able to book double appointments because I have multiple students coming to an appointment at the same time. Calendly doesn't allow you to make multiple appointments with people at the same time, but Acuity does, and that is why I switched from Calendly to Acuity. I chose Acuity as my scheduler because, first and foremost, Acuity allows you to create multiple bookings at the same time. So that means that as a person who teaches classes in person and online, I can have students at the same block of time signing up for classes that are virtual and classes that are online. In my experience, other schedulers did not allow for this type of double booking, so that's a really important feature for me with Acuity. Acuity also allows me to create different types of calendars and different types of booking opportunities. So sometimes I teach classes, sometimes I teach personal one-on-ones. I have 2 separate calendars that I can send to clients based on what type of service they're looking for. I'm also able to embed all of these things on my website so that there's a really easy way for clients to find my calendar for the particular service they're looking to purchase and sign themselves up with very little challenge and distraction. I think that my launch with Acuity is a little bit of a funny story. So I was planning to launch my business the next day. I had everything set up. I was all ready to go with my business launch. At the last minute, I realized that the service of scheduler that I was using did not allow for me to double book clients, and that is like a complete failure on the part of what I'm trying to do. So within like 12 hours of launching my new business, I decided to quit Calendly and switch to Acuity. And within hours, I mean, maybe 3 hours, I was able to fully navigate Acuity, create all of the calendars and schedules that I needed, embed it on my website, and basically go from absolute zero, not even having an Acuity account, to having a full launch schedule to launch my business the very next day. So honestly, Acuity was very intuitive. It was very easy to use. Any questions that I had about using the software, I was very easily able to navigate into their question and answer help area, and all of my questions were answered. There were even YouTube videos out there that helped me answer some of my questions, but honestly, going from zero to like launching my business the very next day, I was able to use Acuity within hours and have it fully functioning. My advice is to look into all of the different systems, look into at least 3. The problem that I had is that the platform that I used recommended Calendly, so without even questioning it or looking into it, I went and signed up for Calendly, even though it was actually not an appropriate scheduler for the type of business that I was running. So I would say before you buy a scheduler, look into at least 2 or 3 of them and make sure that the features that you need are able to be done with that particular scheduler. So for instance, the most important thing that I needed to do with the scheduler was be able to double book myself so that multiple clients could book within the same time block. And after a little bit of research, I realized that Acuity did that and Calendly didn't. So had I done a little bit of homework before I purchased and bought, I even bought Calendly for a whole year. Luckily, they refunded it and they were very kind about it. But in hindsight, I would have looked into at least both of them before just picking one and making sure that it offered the features that I actually needed to run my business successfully.